I see him. But what do you say to people that when I first saw that video, I'll Be in the Sky? That's my joint right there. You know, I love that. When I first saw it, I said, you know, he kind of sound like Andre. He got that. I said, he gonna sign the Purple Ribbon or something.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of hinting at. It's like people would think I was signed to like Purple Ribbon or Pharrell's label or something before, you know, before.
Grand Hustle.
Yeah. So it's like, and you know, I actually get that comparison a lot, but I feel like it's something that is kind of it's kind of like this. Like for example, Barack Obama. It's kind of like, even though he's a president, he's another president. He's another human being, just like all the other presidents. You can't overlook the fact that he's the first black president. You know what I mean? So it's like you just have to, you know, it's some things that people are just gonna see. You know, so I feel like it's but as people listen to the music and start to dive into it, they start to become more familiar with my sound, and then it, you know, then it grows on them and they understand it more.
When you making songs like that, what do you do to prep yourself for a hit like I'll Be in the Sky? I mean, it's just in Wonderland, you know.
When you're Wonderland,
yeah.
You know like that. You whenever you try to make a hit, you're not gonna make a hit. Whenever you're playing around, you're gonna make a hit.
So what you do to play around?
I mean, you know.
I
mean, some stuff, you know, there's some stuff that grows somewhere, and you can, you know, heat up the temperature with a little fire. It just may happen to do some things now. But I mean, you know, it's really a mind state that you got to be in, and when you're like for example now, like I'm traveling a lot, and I'm like really running into a lot of people, and I didn't really, I didn't go to college, so I didn't get to experience that side of life, you know, with people in my age group. So like when I'm on this run, I'm really starting to connect back with that side. So it's like it keeps you youthful, and you know, like sometimes you'll know people who are like, you know, they work with kids or whatever, and they have like a real youthful personality because they're around kids all day. So it's like when you stay, you gotta just stay with that energy. You know what I mean? You can't get too serious. Yeah. Then again, you can't play around too much. Then you can't drink too much. You can't smoke too much. You know, you gotta just balance it all out. And that's my strategy for everything. Just balancing everything out.
Let's bounce back to education. Are you aware that we got a hip hop course on this campus?
That's dope. I think that is very dope. And I think like hip hop now, it's like it's breaking into the sports world. Like it's breaking into it's really, you can't overlook the fact that hip hop has influenced the entire world. Like even like for example, like, you know, that Michael Jackson song, that this entire prison population did a choreograph to it. I think it was Thriller. And I mean, you know, it's not really hip hop, but just the
code. I mean, it came from Motown. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the, you know, came from the roots.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't overlook the fact that hip hop is influencing the world, like on the underground level. Like when you think about, you know, urban and just what people call the hood or the projects or whatever, there are those places all over the world, and hip hop is influencing all of those places. So it's definitely has this grasp on the world. So, you know, I think it's awesome to have a hip hop course. I would actually, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably have a hip hop class somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you should. It definitely needs to grow. Yeah. Like we got Play, Ninth Wonder, and a professor teaching.
And actually came to his class last year, or last time I came here. I came to his class and talked to the class real quick, and it was good to see just people. It's a lifestyle, you know. Yeah. It's a lifestyle.
Okay, well, when you're dealing with that, some artists come out and they put they put messages in their lyrics. I mean, we know everybody got to struggle, everybody got to hustle. You came up, they give you the blueprint to how to do this and that. But do you feel like at the same time they should take on the responsibility to tell the kids that, okay, this is my life, you ain't got to do this, and go to school or, you know, get an education, because you can utilize hip-hop in academics?
And I'm glad you brought that up, because it's a huge debate. You know what I mean? It's a huge perspective, because like for example, when Jay-Z went on Oprah show and they brought up the N-word, it's like they just disagreed on it. Like they just can't agree on it. And so it's like I feel like with the music, there's always the side where you got, okay, well the parents really should be watching their kids, and then you got the side where it's like, you know, the hip hop, man, they need to be more conscious about what they put in their lyrics. So it's like, where's the middle ground at? And I feel like it's just something that it's just I feel like it's always gonna be there. I feel like it's always gonna be there because I don't know why. I don't know.
I mean, because our youth look to them as mentors because they coming up giving us their story, but at the same time, these kids ain't got parents. Most of these kids growing up, and you guys are the mentors. Yeah. So being that you know that you are in the spotlight, what are you planning to do to really shed light on what's real and what's not, and what kids really need to be doing?
I feel like above anything else, I feel like honesty, like being honest, because you know everybody don't really know like the truth to something. You can't really claim to say I know the truth, even if wholeheartedly you know, like I know it's the truth. Like I know it's people doing stuff we don't know about, but it's like at best you can be honest. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what sets it apart. But now I lost my train of thought, man.
Nah, but what you plan to do? That's all.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's like that's pretty much what I plan to do is to just be honest, because you can't. It's like if you know that you have a certain influence on people, it's different than if you don't know and you just doing it just mindlessly. And actually, people can tell if you don't really know. You know, like if you just like when a preacher be preaching or something in church, and if you like if the preacher's in church and like he getting in the mood and he say a cuss word or something, it's kind of like he didn't really know, so they let it slide. But it's like if you know and you're consciously doing something, that's when I feel like the issues arise. And as my career grows, I start to realize more and be more conscious about what I'm doing, and then that's when you make a change. And I remember I went on tour with David Banner for the Hip Hop Live tour. And he's one of those people where he consciously does stuff different because more people are listening to him and more people are influenced by his music. So it's kind of like you got to take a different approach. You always got to kind of evolve with it. Evolve with your crowd.
We definitely know the talented artist that you are, and you definitely are a fresh breath of air for the whole industry, not just hip hop. When it's all said and done, and you sitting back looking at your career, what would you want to be remembered as? What's your legacy?
I want to be remembered for the person that I am, and not the persona that I am. You know what I mean? I want to, like for example, Bob Marley. You think about Bob Marley. You think about like for Tupac, like when you think about Bob Marley and Tupac, you think about, man, they actively stood for something. Like they created some change, and not just just yeah.
All right, well, let us know, Brand News, what you plan to do. Never mind. Let us know here on Brand News where we can catch your music at. MySpace, Twitter.
So, if you've been, I say this all the time, if you've been hiding under a rock or under a door crack or hiding been somebody attic, go to myspace.com/BOBATL, twitter.com/BOBATL. I'm really on Twitter. Like, I be doing Ustream links all the time. Like, I tell people, I'm going to add you, man. Come on. And, I'm dropping a mixtape February 1st called May 25th. And May 25th is the date that the album comes out. And the title of the album is The Adventures of Bobby Ray. And pretty much, that's pretty much all I got going on. And I got a free online concert February 18th. So I'm trying to make that. Yeah. How you feeling? It's B.O.B. aka Bobby Ray, and I'm chilling with my homegirl Erica Ray right here on Brand News.